It's always a treat to have this gentleman on our program. He is a very talented comic actor who has created many memorable characters, some of them based on actual people. Let's take a look at a few of these characters and watch this wonderfully talented man at work. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from SCTV Network on Cinemax, we're delighted to have him back, Martin Short.
Well, now, Jerry did the show. I saw Jerry do the show.
You're going to do some Jerry for us? They told me this afternoon, they said, the man does the best Jerry Lewis in Canada.
No, when Jerry did the show, you know, he came... Just give me that ending. This is, if you recall. The ending part. And not the, from the start, I should walk out around again. 3, 4. Jerry's 58 years of age.
That's right.
I've just injured myself.
No. Nice to see you again.
Good timing, Paul. Marvelous to see you, as always.
You guys worked together in, was it Godspell in Canada?
Yes, that was years ago. He was taller then.
And what did Paul have an acting part in?
No, Paul was the musical director of Godspell.
Yeah.
That was the first show that many of us did. Gilda Radner was the first show. Eugene Levy.
A lot of big-time folks.
Yeah, Juanita Quigley, she never made it, but there were others. Andrea Martin was in that show.
Yeah. Tell me about some of the folks we saw you doing. The guy in his room on Christmas Eve with the hair sticking up. Who was that?
Thelma Grimley.
Now, what's the deal on that guy?
Well, it was a stage character. Some characters develop on stage, and that's one of them. It was actually just a hairdo that a character grew around. And no, he's kind of like a little spirit. He's a little fella that...
Does he have do anything for a living? He's
an actor. He's an actor. He's done such films at SCTV as Whatever Happened to Baby Ed. You know, and he's about to start Oliver Grimley, which is going to be a piece that we do.
And what about the really dumb guy on Half-Wits? Who is that?
Lawrence Shorebach.
Yeah, what's the deal on Lawrence?
He's got an IQ of about 86.
But good-natured.
Oh, good-natured. All these characters are good-natured, sure.
And the young man playing the banjo in the beginning?
Well, I think he talks for himself, doesn't he?
And you also did...
He'll be home every Saturday night. No dates for that fella.
Yeah. Robin Williams was on this?
Oh, well, Robin, of course, is backstage. He's a very old friend. And...
Did he come to Did he come to see you tonight?
Yes. Robin, actually, when I was doing... The first time I did Robin... It's interesting because you sit in that makeup chair. Some characters you just don't have. You know, like I can do Gary Cooper, but one line. You know, forget it. He's dead. But you can't. you can't build a career out of that. But and with Robin, I kind of, you know, I know Robin, so I was kind of tentative. How will I do it? And then, you know, they set you in front of the makeup chair, and suddenly they put a nose, and that's wonderful. And suddenly you find getting the character, and then. Oh, it's made of putty like a putter. Oh, like golfing. Oh, what a concert. And you think you have the character.
Yeah, well,
anyway. They tell you do.
You did a terrific job on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice. Now, on the show, you're on cable now. You're not on network. Any difference in the program at all? A lot of people thought, well, the sky's the limit here. We can do anything we want on cable.
No, I think that, you know, we weren't allowed to do drug jokes on NBC or do nudity and... But, I mean, we didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Drug jokes, anyway. Nudity, there's lots of nudity. Now, there's no nudity. The show is very, very different. The only thing that's changed, really, is we not having commercials. We had to find a pace within that new non-stop level. So that's...
How long is the show now? 45 minutes?
45 minutes, yeah.
Tell me about a character. Do people like this guy, Jackie Rogers?
Well, Jackie Rogers Jr. actually is a character that... He was my stage name as a kid. I used to have my own TV show, Fantasy World Time, which is kind of borderline mental illness. And during the 60s, when a lot of you guys were out protesting and questioning whether the revolution was going to happen, I was up in my attic with a mic going, "Weather-wise, it's such a cuckoo day," with the Marty Short Show that I taped once every 2 weeks. I alternated with Andy Williams on NBC 8:30. I would type up the little entries for TV Guide. I'd do my own promos, and I had an applause record. But I worked under the name of Jackie Rogers because I didn't think that...
Now, this is all going on in your room.
Yeah.
Now, what do the folks think of this? Were they...
Not happy about
that at
worried.
all. We have to do a commercial here, Martin. We'll come right back. Martin Short is here and having a lot of fun. Thank you. All right, now, the Jackie Rogers Jr. show or Jackie Rogers? I'm sorry.
It was Jackie Rogers Jr. show.
Jackie Rogers Jr. show. Now, how long did this go on in your room?
Well, for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And we were canceled. By Petticoat Junction, I think, at the time.
Came in and bumped the Jackie Rogers. Now, you do this show on SCTV, or you do that character on SCTV. Yeah, it was. I would have a mic and an applause record. As I said, it was about 15, and I'd come out and I'd sing a song like "She Loves Me" or something contemporary to my frame of reference, certainly not to what was happening in '68. And I then would, say, in my business or in our business, when a song lingers for many, many years, it becomes what we call a standard. This next song, we haven't really changed much. Let's just say we put a new dress on the new gal, and then I break into the most, beautiful girl in the world. Yeah. 14 years of age, mind you. And then I hear dinner, and I come down. Yeah. And we tape later. Now the folks weren't crazy about this. Now, how are the fellow cast members on SCTV reacting to this? They hate Jackie. Well, now they don't. No, yes, they do. Why would they hate this guy? They find him just kind of obnoxious. Well, I mean, I also, now I make him albino with a long blonde wig. So, he's not that likable. But, and what is now he has a father. Now, what is the deal, His father was killed while filming, Old Mother Nature, She Loves Me. In '72, he was attacked by a cougar and mauled. Oh, geez, that's awful. I didn't realize that. Well, look, it was a stunner to all of us. And so his son... I just took the band off last week. The son is now carrying on in that wonderful tradition. Yes, he is. And he's in fact with Jerry Vale tonight and hoping that it's going to go well. All right. Now, are we going to see... we have some more videotape of you at work. Are you going to see... we're going to see Jackie here? I think you're going to see Jerry here. Okay, we're going to see Jerry. All right. This is, I guess, a compilation of several things you've done on this season of shows. No, I think this is just a clip from a record album. Martin Short. Very nice stuff. Thank you, Dave. SCTV on Cinemax. Cinemax. Good luck to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Marty Short. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Dollar for dollar, nothing can beat the microwave oven. Yep. Handy, convenient, and economical. This baby here is a dream come true. For instance, let's just say it's moments to airtime, which it is, and I'm craving a snack, which I am. Well, a can of chili will always hit the spot just before the show. So, take yourself a can of chili. The dented cans are marked down, by the way. Put it in there. Slam the door. Now,
David, in the name of God, don't touch that button!
Sorry, Dave. That's all right, John.
This, of course, has been a dramatization, but the danger is very real. The people who manufacture microwave cooking devices give specific warnings about placing metal in their delicate machinery. And if anyone here was wearing a pacemaker... Ooh,
let's don't go into that kind of detail.
Oh, I see, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, cook right to live right.
Well, thank you, John. That was very nice. Very thoughtful of you.
Something smells good.
Oh, yeah, it's this stuff. Sure. We can eat it. Just a dramatization.
Oh, sure.
You got a deal there?
I got a little Swiss Army knife. Homemade.
Okay.
Made this on the farm.
Paul, welcome back. We got a good show tonight. John Candy is going to be out here in just a minute. Yes, Hal, what is it?
I believe there's a phone call.
Phone call, all right. Right here, is this the illuminated button?
Hit that.
Pick it up?
Pick it up now.
Okay. Hello?
Good evening, David. This is Colonel Gordon Cooper speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gordon Cooper, former astronaut and quite an American hero. How are you doing, Colonel?
I'm fine, David. I just wanted to congratulate you on your viewer mail segment. As an astronaut, I orbited the globe, blazing new frontiers. Now, when you enter your viewer mail, you're a national communication system, to respond to letters from various places around the country. That's really something, I think. Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you very much, Colonel.
You're doing a fine job with the mail. America is proud of you.
Thank you again. Excuse me, Colonel Cooper, but didn't you call us last night on the air to congratulate us about the reverse image show?
I sure did, David. Is there some problem with me calling 2 nights in a row?
No, that's fine. It's always a pleasure to hear from you, sir. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, David. Congratulations again, and good night.
Okay. Gordon Cooper called again, Paul. He's a very considerate man.
Really nice.
My first guest is one of the stars of a brand new motion picture which opens nationwide on March 9th. That's coming up ever so soon. The movie is called Splash, and he also... Oh, this is very impressive. He has the distinction of being one of the kings of this year's Mardi Gras. It's a pleasure to welcome back a good friend of ours and quite a talented young man, Mr. John Candy. John!
John, nice to see you. Good to see you. How are you?
Reverse image. Hey.
How you doing, John?
Just fine. Yourself?
Good. You look good.
I feel good.
You feel good? You've been working hard?
No. I've been working real hard. That's why I'm feeling good.
Now, when you come into New York City, from where do you come? Where home is, of course...
In Toronto, just outside of Toronto. Hey, all right.
And do you fly down here?
I fly down here. I don't drive anymore.
You had trouble at the border a few times,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yes.
There was something about a car. You were driving the...
I don't drive anymore either. I
Don't-
gave up. It's at the border.
Just had to leave
We're
it
still
there.
in court with that.
Uh-huh. So, but things on the farm are good.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Everything's well there.
Family's good?
Everyone says hello.
That's very nice of you.
And to you. They send their love to you, too.
And you're in a brand new movie, which I have not seen yet, but I understand is quite funny.
I hope so. I think it's pretty good.
Splash.
Splash.
Well, now tell us about Splash.
It's a movie, Walt Disney film, from their new division, Touchstone, because it's, I think it's R-rated. No, it's not. They changed that. It's, this is a new division of Disney, so they'll get in the marketplace, so to speak, with more films.
Now,
it's a mermaid movie.
A mermaid movie?
Mermaid movie. Daryl Hannah is the mermaid, and Tom Hanks is the hero of the story. I play his brother, and Eugene Levy is the villain.
Now, this was directed by Ronnie Howard, wasn't it?
By Ron Howard.
Now,
that's correct.
now here's a guy
Brian Grazer film.
who they always say we've seen him grow up on TV. We really have. Well, what was it like working with
Opie.
Opie, yeah.
Well, I felt like Otis.
Oh.
Another take, right, Opie?
Now,
he was great to work with. He was wonderful.
A mermaid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, we have a little bit of it to look at. And do you know what we're going to see here?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
This will be part of the movie, though.
Uh-huh. If this goes real well, maybe get another call from Colonel Cooper.
So. I would hope so.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
You ever been on a show where an astronaut is called?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
This
I
is the
didn't
first
think so.
time for me.
All right.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could do a show from there?
Where is that?
Up above.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Kind of orbiting. You know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being on that show. We're kind of doing that now.
All right, so let's take a look at some of
this.
This will be from the new motion picture Splash, coming out March 9th, starring Mr. John Candy and others. Nasty. Looks very funny. Now, we have to go away here for a commercial, John. When we come back, I want to discuss you being one of the kings of the Mardi Gras. I always thought there was only one king.
No, there's many kings, and I could use your help in something a little later on, too.
Okay, great. When does this celebration begin?
March 3rd.
Okay,
March
so it's coming
3rd.
up here.
They're celebrating now. There's parades every day, but mine is on March 3rd.
Okay, so we'll figure all of this out for John. Come on back, folks. We'll see what we can do. This is a guidebook, the 8th Annual New Orleans Mardi Gras Guide, and 1984. I'm just looking through here for some information about these things.
It's fascinating. I didn't realize how many parades they had.
They have 60, you said?
There's 12 days after Christmas it's a rest, and then it's carnival time from that point on until Shrove Tuesday, or Fat Tuesday.
All right. For example, here we have the Crew of Cleopatra.
Right.
All right. This was founded in 1972, relatively new. This is the motto, the slogan. Her beauty is timeless, her age is now, forever.
which is kind of nice for that.
That's very nice. That's the crew of
Poetic.
Cleopatra. And one of these you'll be officiating over. Oh, here's the crew of Thor.
Thor.
And the crew of Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Neither rain, cold, nor hurricanes might. That's their motto. That was founded in 1957.
Figures.
Here's the crew of Mark Antony. Oh, this is very
Always a good
impressive.
one.
Power, elegance, dignity.
Very nice.
That's the what is the name of
I'm
the
crew of Tux.
Crew of Tux. T-U-C-K-S or T-U-X? What is it?
T-U-R.
Oh, crew of Tux. Here it is. Oh, Crew of Tux, founded in 1969. And the slogan, the motto, booze, beer, bourbon, broads.
That's right. They asked me, you know, I went through the whole thing. I found that one was the most interesting of the group.
All right, well, that's fascinating. How did they select you exactly?
I have no idea. I take it on reputation.
All right, and then what do you have to do when you get down there?
We celebrate on Saturday.
Yeah.
We go on the parade where you throw things. You throw coins and...
Do you have a coin on you?
I have a coin, as a matter of fact, with me.
Do you ride on a big float?
We're on a float, which this year's theme is crawgators, things that live in the... Crawgators and all that jazz or something.
Crawgators and all that jazz. Certainly rolls off the tongue.
It'll be fun.
It's one of these coins. All right, that's what they'll be throwing.
Yeah,
now, what are you
booze
dressed
and
as on the float?
Well, this is the thing. I don't know what to wear on this. I was wondering if you could help me out. I've been working up at the farm with some friends, designing some outfits for what a king might wear. And, you know, I thought of going as a monk, you know, because this is Tux, Friar Tux.
Sure, yeah.
But maybe the regal aspect of it. And if you could help, you know, a suit would be no good.
No, I don't think so.
So maybe if you could just help me out. I brought some of my friends down just to model a couple of things we've gone over in the past week. All
right, you want to have them just a little fashion show.
Veronique will be out first.
Oh, that's nice, Paul.
And I thought maybe the gold and the green, you know, that's kind of a festive thing. It's spring. And it says happy.
Wow.
And Babette is wearing... this is really regal, don't you think?
Yeah, that's very nice.
Scepter. And of course, Randy. Ooh. This is kind of the dark side of New Orleans. Ooh. I don't know what to go for.
Well...
So we're working on this right up until the time. Thank you so much, girls.
Thank you very much.
You see my dilemma. I've been practicing for this thing. Ooh. You should come up to the farm sometime.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Just sitting around there designing these things.
That's where you could put in the winter wheat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, John, good luck to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations on not only a movie coming out and being king of the Mardi Gras, but just being a great guy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. John Candy, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with Thelma Moore. We're at the pause here to say we have a wonderful program for you tonight. Let's get on with it, shall we? My first guest tonight, a terrifically talented performer. She's also a fine writer, and you can see her currently on a program called SCTV Channel, which appears on Cinemax. Let's take a look at some videotape of this woman at work. Ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to have her back with us tonight. Please welcome Andrea Martin. Very much for being here.
I requested that song.
Yeah, you sort of danced out. Nice to see you.
Just want to have, that's right.
Now you flew down. I always get confused. You people live in Toronto.
That's right.
You tape the show in Toronto.
That's right.
You write the show in L.A.
No, we write the show in Toronto.
Write it in Toronto.
Nothing to get confused about.
Okay, so you flew down there this afternoon?
Yes.
Flew down here?
Yeah,
How
flew
was it?
here. Really, I love flying. It makes me feel really good. Get to read, get into myself, find myself.
Yeah.
I like it.
And have you been able to find yourself?
Well, Actually, I found myself 14 years ago. Now it's just a matter of living with it. But
Yeah.
no, I like traveling. It's good. It gives you a chance to think. As I said, I don't get a chance to do that very often. And
Now,
you know.
I saw your, I think the most recent show on Cinemax a couple of nights ago. It was terribly funny. Now, what kind of audience generally are you getting being on this cable system?
Well, Cinemax obviously isn't as big as a network, but it's a really great audience. They are 9 of the nicest people you would ever want to meet. They're really,
Yeah, so you have
they
met
are
them, huh?
really nice
Well,
people.
that's great.
Really, really nice.
You were
Nice
able to spend
people.
some time with them, huh?
Yes, had them over for dinner the other night. Considering only 3 could speak English, we had a wonderful time.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, the career's just zooming along, so it's good.
Now,
Things are good.
But you went to, you had some time off. Was this true? You were
Yes,
on
I
vacation?
did.
Is that where
Yes,
you went to
yeah.
London?
London, England.
Yeah.
As
Now,
opposed to
how
London,
did you
Ontario.
select London for a...
All right.
How did you select London for a vacation spot, if in fact that's what you did?
You know, why we selected, because you asked yourself why we wouldn't go to the Caribbean in the winter
right.
months. Because we wanted to be in a place where we could walk and just really take in a lot. I know it sounds like it's a setup, but it's really true. We just wanted, well, it's the first time we'd been away in 2.5 years, my husband and I, so we wanted a place.
Did you take the kids?
No, we didn't. That's why we wanted a place. We love walking around a city and learning about a city that way.
And that's one of the few countries in the world where the walking laws are very liberal. So you
Yes,
can, you can go pretty much anywhere you want to.
It's a very civilized country, as they say.
Now, what did you do on the flight over there? Now, that's a long one. Did you fly out of Toronto?
Yes, we did. Now, why is it that everybody wants a window seat, don't they?
I think, no.
They don't?
Not
What
me.
do you want?
I don't. I like to lie in the aisle.
Oh, in the aisle?
Yeah.
In the aisle. Yeah. We wanted a window seat.
Sure you did.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you get there, and I swear to you, when you go on an international flight, people get there 3 weeks in advance to book that window seat. So we got there, no window seats left. The only seats that were left were those 5 in the middle. You like those 5 seats?
I don't
You can
know.
lie down.
Well, you can. You can lie down, sure.
What, don't you get scared, though, if you have those 5 seats and you're afraid somebody... You know, you notice when people are in that middle... do you notice that when people are in that middle... and it was great, so we flew over.
Now, wait a minute. You get the feeling that I've left you here, don't you?
No, I get the feeling you have no idea what I'm talking
All right, let's
about.
try
and
once
you're
more
saying,
time.
"What?"
The five seats in the middle. See, I'm under such unbelievable sedation when I get on a plane that my powers of observation are not what they ought to be.
And luckily, I just had 18 cups of coffee, so we're in good chemistry right now.
Now, okay, so the middle section of seats.
Yeah. Oh, it's not interesting. What else is there? There must be more to talk about.
Let's get out the Andrea Martin file here. So that was it for London, huh?
That was it. No. What else about London?
Oh, we got a clip?
Oh, I know what there was about London. Accents have never been something I'm particularly good. In fact, right now we're working on a piece called Terms of Indira. And have you heard my Indira Gandhi?
Yes, I did. I saw it the other night.
Thank you very much. It's not. It's very good to be here.
It was.
In fact, after what I've been through, it's very good to be anywhere. It is not. It's not a great accent. So what happens when I get to a place where people do speak in accents, I find myself slipping into them.
Mm-hmm.
And we first got to London, we went through customs, and the immigration officer was really nice. He said, "Have a lovely time. We hope you have a grand time in London. We hope you come back." And I said, "Thank you very much. I hope we do too." My husband turned to me and said, "What could possibly be your problem to insult that man like that?" I had no idea that I was doing it, and I found myself slipping into it all the time. "Could you take us to the Savoy, please? We're seeing a play tonight." They obviously knew that I wasn't.
He had plenty of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you really weren't making fun of him.
No,
No,
not at
of course you
all.
weren't.
No, just slipping in and out of it.
We got to do a commercial, and then we'll be back. Andrea Martin and Billy Crystal is here tonight, although I haven't seen him, but I have reason to believe he's here. Andrea Martin is here. You know, you mentioned Indira Gandhi. The show that I saw a couple of nights ago, it was you as Indira Gandhi, I believe Martin Short as Pierre Trudeau.
Right.
And Eugene Levy was hosting a show.
Yeah, it's Stan Cantor, a character that he does. And Joe Flaherty was William F. Buckley.
That's right. And
That's
what
right.
was the name of the show?
Just for fun.
Yeah, and it was he was trying to get Pierre to pick up Indira. Was that the deal?
That's
it was
right.
very funny.
We had to improvise, do
Very
a little
funny.
relaxing improvisation.
We have some more videotape of you from the Cinemax SCTV channel television program, Tell America, Andrea, and our boys in uniform around the world.
Yes.
What we'll be seeing here.
I think this is a takeoff in a Sophia Loren commercial.
All right.
Yes.
You doing Sophia Loren?
Well, hopefully. We'll see.
Okay,
we'll
great.
judge it.
This is from SCTV channel on Cinemax. Here now is Andrea Martin. That's great. That's very funny. That was very, very impressive. Very funny there.
Oh, thanks. That was really great makeup and hair. Makeup, Bev Scheckman and hair, Judy Cooper-Seeley. Really, we couldn't do, I'd say, 95% of the show without them. So
that was terrific. Very funny stuff. You know, Sophia Loren was on this show.
Is that right?
Well, sort of.
What happened?
Well, no, she was across the hall, and we sort of sneaked over there and asked to talk with her, and we caught her off guard.
Yeah,
she chain smokes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, because we do 2 more commercials in this show. One where she's selling meatballs, Sophia's Meatball Hut. And the next one is Sophia's muffler shop. No muff is too tough.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a terrific example of the work you and those people have been doing for years.
Thank you,
Very
David.
nice. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Ms. Andrea Martin. Welcome back, folks. God, that was You know, Ken, I once flew a 747 simulator. It was fun. Very exciting.
It's a lot easier when you crash.
Yeah, it's splendid. You can't get hurt in those things. My next guest is one of the newest cast members of the Saturday Night Live program on this very network. He was most recently with SCTV. Here now is a sample of some of the things that he did on that television program. Watch closely, won't you? We think you'll enjoy it. It's a pleasure to welcome back to the show Martin Short. Martin. Martin for Ken Stricker. Ken, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Very entertaining to see the stuff from SCTV.
Thank you.
You did wonderful stuff on that program.
Yeah, well, I do my own stunts.
Now, what happened here? What's the deal on this?
This was a bike accident.
A motorcycle?
No. Well, I tell people that it is. It's more dramatic.
You say bike, hoping they'll think motorcycle.
Yeah. No, it's a 5-speed. Mm-hmm. With the Actually, there were training wheels on the 5-speed. I was up north in, well, I live up north, as you know, Toronto. Ken,
so you'd be up there.
Ken knows Toronto. We've worked together in Toronto many times. And so we rent this cottage. We being my wife and I, little baby, and Andrea Martin and her husband Robert Dolman and their kids. Because we're all related, we rent this big cottage.
Now, how are you related before you continue?
Her husband, Bob Dolman, and my wife is Nancy Dolman. Well, they're brother and sister. So, assuming, I don't know really, David. I know that it's sisters-in-laws and brothers-in-laws somehow. But I think if they divorce, that's it. Well, I'm not related. I mean, isn't that the way it is?
No, I'm not sure. Now, your wife and her husband are brother and sister.
Well, see, Andrea's husband, Bob, he's my brother-in-law.
Sure.
But, good Lord, David, when you think about it, Andrea and I are not related.
No.
Uh-huh. Anyway, Ken.
So you're up there, you got a cottage.
I'm up there.
Where are we up?
We're in Bala, Ontario. Beautiful place. 150 miles north of, just like on Golden Pond. It's just
beautiful.
Oh, just birds and
woodland.
Woodland. Dave, did you say woodland?
I did.
It is. By the end of a week, everyone is just talking and looking for loons everywhere. You just wake up up in the morning with a filled with vigor. You can't help it.
Go out and get a sack of loons and come back.
You get a sack of loons,
yeah.
call it a day.
Okay, Martin, we got to do a commercial here. We'll be back and we'll finish up this ordeal. Oh, no, we want to find out what happened to you. We'll be right back, folks. Okay. So you're up in the country.
I'm up in the country.
Having a good time. You're on vacation.
Yeah.
You and your friends and family.
Yes.
All right.
So we go 8 o'clock at night. We go on this long bike ride, scenic bike ride, and I'm just going down this hill on my 5-speed, thinking that really I could live here maybe forever. I'm finding peace and serenity, and then the fender of the bike slipped and dug into the wheel, and the wheel exploded. Huge explosion. Which surprised me, really. I mean, it was like, I don't know what I guess I expected, like, you know, just a slow leak or something.
Yeah.
And I went flying off 30 feet in the air. It was really 15, but it's been building,
could
you know.
Be 30, sure.
It could have been 30.
Easily could have been 30.
Was Ron Galella there taking shots?
No,
I don't think so.
He wasn't there.
I landed on, I broke my shoulder, my collarbone, punctured my lung. I'm fine.
Oh, my God. Now I've had some broken bones, nothing serious. But what is it like when you puncture a lung? What does that feel like?
Well, you can't breathe as well. I mean, you get short of breath, but you go into shock, actually. Shock.
Yeah, I would think so. Is it very, very painful?
It was pretty painful at the beginning, and then but not initially. I was just in shock, and then so I was lying in the road, and Andrea was trying to get help, and there's this neighbor who lives near the cottage, and last year, because we've rented this each year, and last year he was kind of a very nice guy, and this is your boathouse. Well, that must cost you. And this year he's gone through some changes. He's left his wife, and he's with a friend named Timothy. So we don't... Anyway, he came running out. He had heard the explosion. He said, "Oh, you've been munched." And he went running back in.
Been munched?
Been munched. That's what I heard in my shocked ears. They called an ambulance. I went to a small hospital up there, Al's Hospital and Grill. Very small.
Hospital and Grill.
Hospital and Grill. And then they gave me Demerol, and I was fine. And then but you know, it's interesting. I phoned Paul Schaefer, because Paul, as you know, we're old friends, and Paul had a very similar accident about 2 years ago, where he broke collarbone, punctured his lung, and broke some ribs in a Hawaii car accident. And but this had been 2.5 years ago, so I phoned Paul, and I said, "Paul," I told him about my accident. He said, "Oh, isn't that terrible? I feel awful for you." I haven't gone through that myself, Martin. That's awful. Oh, no.
We got to do a commercial. We'll be right back, folks. Okay, we're out of time. I want to thank the folks. Martin, thank you very much. SCTV is coming on in syndication when?
Yes, September 17th in New York and Los Angeles and Chicago.
All around this great land of ours.
11 o'clock.
Good luck on
Saturday Night Live, October
SNL.
6th.
All right. Ken, and you're going back to Orlando. What are you going to do when you get back?
Probably go back to work.
Okay, well, nice meeting you, sir. Thank you for your help, and thanks for the song earlier. My thanks also to Graham Ness. We'll see you tomorrow night, folks. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Somebody screamed something. What was the nature of what you screamed? Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Then you may stay. Thank you. How about the what? Yeah, how about those tigers? Okay. Now, Monday on this show, ladies and gentlemen, we have another good one for you. Comedian Rita Rudner, legendary jazz singer Joe Williams. No, it's Joe Beth Williams. I'm sorry. That's completely different deal there. Joe Beth Williams will be here. And sports imposter Barry Bremen. That will be on Barry Bremen, and a woman in the audience does this. Woo! What are we doing now? Oh, we're getting ready to introduce a very funny man. It's always a pleasure to have him on this program. He is one of the funniest actors working in show business, and as opposed to the actors we know not working in show business. He is now working on a special for HBO called The Last Polka, and is being reunited with his co-star from Splash, Tom Hanks, for a movie called Volunteers. Please welcome John Candy. Yeah. 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 How you doing?
Fine, you?
I'm pretty good. You know, you're one of the people, we have many people on that people really, really like, but I think, well, I don't want to say you're my favorite, but people really like you.
You're my favorite.
Oh, bless you.
You're my favorite.
But
I mean that.
I mean, everywhere you go.
I like sitting like this.
Good for you, John. And congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
Splash, a huge hit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Made $100 billion or something.
Well, if that didn't hit, I tell you.
No. But you're the kind of performer or an actor, regardless of the role, regardless of the material, people look at you and they're drawn to you. You're very likable, very magnetic, charismatic sort of fellow.
And I pay money.
That's right.
I stand in front of those theaters.
Now you look a little different from the last time you were here.
Lost a few pounds.
Really?
I went to a place called the Pritikin Longevity Center out in California.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 26 days in there.
Really?
That was fun. I don't smoke anymore. I quit smoking.
You were there almost a month, right?
Yeah, 26 days.
Can you mention how much you weighed before you went in, or do you not want to say?
Oh, it doesn't. I was 341 pounds. That was a lot. Yeah, that was a little heavy.
341.
Yeah, I was scary.
Yeah. And
I was sweating coming out of a shower. I was and people started looking at me with harpoons, you know. I was like, oh. all right.
You know, you dropped how much?
70 pounds so far. And,
and how did you do it? What do they do to you? What is the Pritikin plan? I'm not sure exactly what the Pritikin does.
well, what it is basically is you eliminate all the oils from your system, from your diet, really. It's a third world country diet, basically. This is what it is. It's a lot of grains, a lot of rice, pasta. You can have pasta. You just can't have egg pasta. You can't have that. You can't have the yolk of the egg.
Yeah.
No oils at all. There's no such thing as a good oil, according to Nathan Pritikin.
Now, how is this different?
No red meats, that kind of stuff.
How is this different from the diet that you have spent most of your adult life eating?
Well, mine was basically no buttermilk and no spinach. Which I thought was a great diet.
Anything else?
You can have anything else. And
yeah, gosh,
it worked.
Yeah.
You know, for a while, and then I guess, you build up resistance to it or something, whatever, and boy, I'd snack, I'd have a glass of buttermilk, poof,
Right, there you go.
It was right back,
Yeah,
so I had to really watch
that,
that, Gene Levy put me on that diet, he uses it.
All right, so now you go in there, and is it pretty strictly regimented? Are they mean to you there?
Not real mean, but they could be, I think, They were really nice. The whole point of it is exercise, really, a lot of walking. They don't suggest running. He had many discussions with James Fix regarding that. It's unfortunate, but I mean, the late James Fix. I mean, Nathan Pritikin had a lot of discussions.
Well, they went back and forth. Pritikin was Andy Ritter,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Well, he was a runner himself, but his philosophy on that is to really be at your ideal body weight and make sure your insides are functioning properly. Make sure your blood is working right before you start running.
It's common sense. All of this stuff
is common sense, like what you had in the classrooms at school.
Now, were you sequestered? Would they let you out of this compound?
You could. You didn't want to. It was very womb-like.
Really?
It was amazing. You'd go out, you'd spend 2 weeks in this place, and they'd let you go for a walk.
Yeah.
It was a big thing, and you'd go with a group. It was like holding a rope. Gee, look,
Now...
Wow! Where'd they get that? We went into this mall, and the smells, the food, you can always, it's like, I know that.
Yeah.
That's hamburger. There it is.
Yeah. Now, a lot of folks in this group.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to do a commercial, John. I want to ask you one other question about the folks in the group, and then we'll be back and talk about the Schmingy Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be back. All right, one more question about this. You're in there with these people now. Were the other people large people, really heavy people?
All shapes and sizes, really.
Yeah.
For various problems. There were some in there for diabetes. There were some in there for obesity. Some in there for alcohol abuse and for smoking. Yeah. I quit smoking while I was there.
That must have been awfully tough.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one. That's a hard one.
Have you?
That's hard.
Have you smoked a long time?
Yeah, I smoked for about 14 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, just when you get around 12, 13, it's like, yeah, I'll have some of those. I stuck with it. It was a rotten habit for me.
Yeah, well, good for you. I'm
feel a lot
glad you were
better
able
for
to
that.
do it. Yeah.
You know,
Now tell me about the Schmingy Brothers. This is a special.
Schmingy.
Yeah. A special for HBO, and what is this now?
It's called The Last Polka. It's a documentary. It's a retrospective of their lives. They're about to retire.
Well, explain who they are for folks who may not have seen.
Josh and Stan Schmingy are two Lutonians. If that helps anyway. They're two characters from SCTV who we've. They have a polka show, the Happy Wanderers show, and we're. Now, I swear it's funny. It'll work. I know.
Are you Stan or the other one?
I'm Yosh.
You're Yosh. And Gene Levy is Stan.
Gene is Stan, yeah, and we wear funny outfits. We have, I play the clarinet, Gene plays the accordion. He's got this great gold tooth that he puts on, and he wears a blonde wig.
They're real funny guys.
What this is if you saw the movie, the Last Waltz, the band's last movie, this is kind of like that. This is the Last Polka. We've got a big, it's our farewell
now, are
show.
The Schmingys going out of business as an act, then?
Well, yeah, that's what we're led to believe.
Yeah.
That they're cashing in.
Yeah. Well, you're disappointing.
Well, they may come back, though. They may come back. It depends on the deal with home box office.
Yeah.
Our agents are working on that now.
And then you're on your way to, you're going to be in Mexico.
In Mexico, yes. I just had some more needles yesterday.
Yeah. What kind of shots did you get?
Typhoid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What part of Mexico are you going to be in?
In Mexico City.
Yeah.
A population 17 million.
17 million. Oh, my. And this is you and Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, yeah.
What is this film?
It's called Volunteers. It's about the Peace Corps in 1963. We're supposed to be in Thailand, so we're shooting Mexican jungles for Thailand. Yeah. And it should be interesting. It should be interesting.
Yeah. Well, congratulations not only on your continuing success, but it's nice to see that you've dropped some tonnage there.
Yes, I did. Yes. Yes.
Nice to see you, John.
Nice
Thank you very much. We have to go away here. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the program. We have a wonderful show for you. I hope you had a nice weekend. I have one of these trick shirts again. Look at that. Look at the cuff on that baby, will you? My, oh my. This is about a 90 sleeve. I take a 15 and a half and about a 90. It's just about a nice little break, just where you need it there. The hell has gone wrong. Now the other one doesn't do that exactly. That's because on the right hand, my right arm, I have an enormous elbow that takes up all that slack. But here, this could be a problem. You don't want to operate heavy equipment with a cuff like that. All right, I guess I'll find the courage to continue somehow. My first guest tonight is this will be exciting. This is a very funny man, and he's always welcome here. He's a former member of the SCTV cast, and a smattering of applause. He is currently seen on this network as one of the stars of Saturday Night Live. And take a look now at some videotape from our next guest doing what he does on that, for what he...
Okay, password continue.
Please welcome Martin Short.
I'm so confused.
Nice to see you. That's very funny stuff that you do on the show. Thank you for being here. Now, the last time you were here, which was how long ago? 4 months?
July, end of July.
Yeah, you had just gotten back from vacation and you had a shoulder bandage.
I had broken my shoulder and collarbone in an accident.
And are you all finished with that?
Yeah, I'm fine. I actually, at the time of the accident, I phoned Paul, who's an old friend, and asked him how long one takes to recover, because he'd gone through the same accident 2 years before, and he said, well, it's terrible, really. For me, personally, it took me, my accident was in '82, and just last week was the first good one. I feel good. I feel good.
Now, refresh the memory of folks who don't remember, and how did you injure yourself?
I flipped off a bicycle. I flipped off a bicycle going down a dirt road. Yeah. Yeah.
Going fast? Was this a sporting event?
No, I was going slow. I was going down a hill, and I hit a bump, and flipped up, and smashed a lot of things, and just was not unconscious, but should have been, because the pain...
Probably wished you were. Yeah.
Was intense.
Well, I'm glad that's all behind you.
Yeah.
Now how are things going with the show? Everybody getting along up there? You have an enormous cast?
We have a cast of 10. 10, the greatest cast ever told, actually. Yeah. It's if you... And then with a guest host, it's 11. And if you have the Hudson Brothers, it's 13. I mean, you can just keep adding. The King family, what is that? I mean, who has...
Crazy. On and on and on.
Who has the fingers for that one?
Now,
this week it's Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting.
Have you met Ringo?
I just met him about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I obviously not long enough to get his voice down. That's not one of my strongest accents. If I do a little bit longer, I slip into Swedish, which is my... is the only real one I know.
Was it exciting to meet Ringo?
It's great. I've always had a tendency to meet celebrities and freeze badly, you know. But I'm getting better. I've met Ron Liebman. That was fine. But a couple of years ago, but you know, and I want to. But so often. Oh no, a couple of years ago, I met Richard Burton, and he was doing Camelot. And backstage, and that was quite exciting. And I promised myself that I would be cool, and I would just, you know, tell him, be very kind of casual, and tell him I thought he was a great talent, and that was fine. And so I met him, and I shook his hand. I said, Mr. Burton, I just want to say that you were fabulous in Camelot, and you were terrific, and you're such an amazing talent and charismatic, and I expected him to say thank you and move on, but he didn't. He just started conversing with me. Yeah. And he said, but didn't you find that there was a loud reverb coming from the second speaker? Didn't that throw you off? It threw me off. I knew I hated the bloody thing. And I looked at him and said, thank you. and he just...
Take credit for the bad audio. Well, we have some. We're going to look at some videotape from the show right after this. We have to do a commercial first, and then we'll return here with Martin Short. Don't worry. Seen anything like this? We should measure this one. This may be the longest one yet.
Yeah. Well, I have a sock. You see, this is not good because look at that.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Those are nice socks.
No.
Let's see that.
No,
pull it up. Let's see that. Come on.
They're great. They're great to hear because this is great. But then I get talking and this.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you can get talking away and this happens.
Well, let's see what I have under my trousers.
Stop?
Now look, it starts the same as you.
Yes.
And then it just goes all the way.
Now, Harvey,
then you adjust them up here.
I see.
Where the heck were we? Oh, we have some more videotape of you from the show. Are we going to see Ed Grimley in action again?
No, this is not Ed. This is a little tribute that Harry Shearer and I did to the Summer Olympics.
Oh, yes, I remember this. Okay. All right, this is from, I think, was it the first or second show?
The first show of this season.
All right, this will be funny. Let's watch the monitors at home. You can use the TV. That should work. This is Marty Short from SNL.
There's another good-looking guy.
Now, Marty, tell us about that character. What was the nature of the character you were playing there?
Lauren Schauber?
Well, He's not. I suppose you feel he's not that bright.
Kind of a dim bulb is what...
Yeah. Well, it's about an 87 IQ. Not. I mean, he can function.
Sure.
He probably during the day travels the bus most of the day, sitting beside the bus driver.
Yeah.
Just kind of talking. Oh, Elm Street again.
That was a very funny piece.
Thank you.
Now, what did you do before? I know you've been doing comedy on television for a long time. Even
I
before
started with
SCTV.
George Gobel in IMP.
That's right.
I kid. I'm sorry.
But anything other than the...
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I did a series, before SCTV, I did a series a couple years ago called The Associates.
With lawyers.
Wilfred Hyde White. Then I did...
How was that? Was that fun?
That was great.
Who else was on the show? Tim Thomerson was on the show for a minute or two?
Tim Thomerson was on the show, and for a minute or two, yes.
Yeah.
Wilfred Hyde White, my darling boy, he was great. And Jim Brooks and Ed Weinberger wrote it. It was great. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Then the next year I did I'm a Big Girl Now with Danny Thomas and Donnie Canova. That was fine.
Now, what is Danny Thomas like?
Dan Yen. Dan Yen is a hoot. Dan was great. Dan is great.
A hoot.
A hoot.
Yeah.
He gets on the phone and talks and talks and talks. We're still close. And but he taught me. He actually.
Now, when was the last time you talked to him?
81. But Danny did teach me a spit take. He did teach me a spit take. You know, his classical spit takes, because before that, I couldn't do a spit take. I mean, we all can do a spit take, but this is the spit take I did before working with Dan Yen. So you say to me, as I'm drinking, but Uncle Tanous is coming for a full week.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
But Uncle Tanous is coming for a full week.
Now, you see, the timing is late on that. Danny tightened it up.
Tighten it up. All right, so you want to try it again?
No. But what about Paul Schaefer? Now, Paul has
a very wimpy spit.
Yeah.
No, remember that one time you said, I can't even do it. You didn't want to even do another one.
That's true. Marty, are you just involving me in this to upset your agent? Is that... No,
Now, are you going to do this or not?
Well, no, I'd hope to get a bigger laugh just with the first one, and then we could move on.
Yeah, but you saw what happened.
It was so sad. It was one of the saddest things I'd ever experienced.
So now maybe let's try plan B.
Thank God the clip worked.
Yeah.
Oh, then I did another pilot called
No. I'll do the damn thing.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed.
That's all right. No.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Did you know that Uncle Tanous is coming for a week? All right. All right.
Thank you.
There's a subtler version of doing that, you know. You can go broad, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Pretty much the same reaction as God.
No. There's another... No, yes.
Yeah.
No, you did well. But then there's another version of that. Say to me, Uncle Tanous is coming for 2 weeks.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Does this come my way? Is that what happened?
No.
All right, Uncle Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
yeah. Get loaded up first. Yeah.
Let me drink first, and then we'll be happy.
All right.
Okay, ready?
You know, Uncle Tanous is coming for 2 weeks.
2 weeks? I had heard that he was only... I had heard 1 week.
No, it turns out to be 2.
Oh, look what I did.
2 weeks, yeah. You got your lap all wet.
Yeah. But I got a laugh, though. A desperately needed laugh.
I'm dying to pour this on your pants.
I'm sure you are.
How much time do we have left? How upset would you be if I just poured the rest of this in your lap?
Do I have a choice? Really?
Well, yeah. If you don't want me to do it, I won't.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
God love you. Well, that's it. Gee, Marty, we're out of time.
I so love your graciousness.
Well, nice to see you. I hope you have a good holiday. And continued success with the show up there.
You don't mind if I wait till you go to commercial before Rising, do you?
It's the amazingly talented Marty Short, ladies and gentlemen. Awfully sorry. We'll be right back. I think we have an inspired program for you tonight. After a 20-year career, unparalleled in the polka field, my next guests have retired. A documentary film of their legendary final concert called The Last Polka has its world premiere on HBO March 14th. Here performing now, the Cabbage Rolls and Coffee Polka are Yash and Stan Schmingy. The Schmingy Brothers. Let's do a commercial. We'll be back with the Schmingy Brothers. To see you guys, the Schmingy Brothers. Now help me out. Who's Yash? Who's Stan?
I'm Yash Schmingy.
You're Yash.
And I guess I'm Stan.
That would make you Stan. You guys really ignite a crowd. You know it? That was really wonderful.
Thank you very much. Well, you know that polka music has been so underrated, Dave. You know that when it's played properly, that you get the people up on their feet. You know.
Where are you gentlemen from? I guess I don't know a lot about your background, but what part of the world do you come from?
We're from Lutonia, a country called Lutonia. Lutonia. It's a small country. You might not have heard of it.
Yeah.
Located on the dark side of the Balkans.
Dark side of the Balkans, yeah. Let me ask you kind of a personal question. Have you guys had those things on your faces checked?
Oh, yeah, you know,
They're all right?
You know, we came over here and, you know, we didn't see too many people with these on, you know, but
Back
look
home,
on
you know, it's the more you have on your face, the more prestige you have in your neighborhood, you know.
We came from a poor family, you know, but you should see lots of Lutonians.
We had a neighbor covered with warts on his face. Very popular.
Now, you're doing a special, a television show on HBO. Now, you've had other shows, I know.
Well, lots of shows, you know, in our career.
How many have you had altogether?
Oh, I don't know what we had Strike, Spares, and Schmingys.
That was the first one. Our first television show was that, and we've had some polka variety shows. Too numerous to mention, Dave, you know, but we've had
The Happy Wonders.
the Happy Wonders Hour. That was good, with some comedy, which we performed ourselves.
And wrote ourselves.
And we wrote some of these spoofs.
Now, you've sold a lot of records. Now, why exactly are you retiring? What's the point in this? You seem like you're hotter than ever.
Well, thank you so much. But, you know, people have been asking us that question since our retirement, and of course, my stock answer, of course, is no comment.
He always says that, you know,
No
because,
comment,
Dave, we get so tired of that question, but, you know, to answer you properly, you know, we felt it was enough, you know. You can only play so many halls and weddings, and, you know, it's, we did real well, you know. We had 88 albums out. And,
88 albums out? Yeah.
We did that over a year and a half.
Yeah, that's a very impressive body of work, though, 88 albums.
It was one album a month we were putting out for a while there.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's a lot to polka.
What? Now, there was a concert was it in Pittsburgh or Plattsburgh or I read something about a recent concert.
Well, the Plattsburgh concert was.
Well, it wasn't our best one, no.
A lot of people believe that was the reason for our retirement, you know.
But it wasn't.
No.
You know.
Nobody knows the reason why we retired, but, you know, I needed some time to find myself, but I did find myself, and I was right where I thought I was, so, you know. But the Plattsburgh concert was, you know, we wanted to change our image a little bit.
To be hit with the kids, you know, and to try to get just a piece of that market, you know, with the videos and everything.
Yeah.
And we thought, you know, that the music of the Michael Jackson might be nice, you know, to update a little bit.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had the whole thing down.
We did the Michael Jackson songs, but our big mistake was that we got, what's the word, lambasted. Maybe for putting up on the marquee that we had tonight only Michael Jackson, but the letters about Michael Jackson said the Schmingy salute, but you couldn't see it, so...
We could see it, you know. I don't know what the problem was. We could see it with the eye, you know. You could see it. But the people, the promoters said that was false.
That's a borderline area you get into there.
Yeah,
and who's to say it's wrong?
Who's to say? That's right, you know.
You should have been our lawyer.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a cutthroat business sometimes, and we might have been a little desperate.
Now tell me about the Lemon Twins. What's become of them? I know they're an integral part of the act. Are they still with you guys?
We see them every now and then, you know.
See them at parties sometimes.
You
the
know.
Lemon Twins used to, when we had our polka variety hour.
Yeah.
They were.
No, they were the big act at the time, you know, in the 60s. The Lemon Twins were very, very hot in the polka world, David. And,
did they have
the scandal thing that was going between us?
I didn't realize that there was a scandal.
Well, we don't want to make anything
What? I didn't want to bring it up.
The magazines pick up on it, you know the kind I mean.
You must go through that yourself with the scandals.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go through that. But now would be a good time to set the record straight.
Well, I suppose
that you could say that there was really nothing serious going on between us and the Lemons. It was only sex. Yeah, you know. But there was no relationship or nothing because we were married. Well, that's why I didn't talk to the reporters.
No, there was.
In other words, know now. It was innocent enough.
There was no commitment then.
Just like that, you. By the way, David, we brought you some. A gift. Where is it?
Oh, here it is, right here. Let me get it for you. Is it Yash or Stan? I've forgotten again. Stan, that's right. You're Yash. Okay.
That's Yash.
Yeah.
Stan. But open it up. I'll open it up to see what it is.
Well, listen, congratulations on your TV show, and I hope the retirement is a brief one.
Well, who knows, you know, maybe, because what is retirement?
Well, that whole
really,
polka world is crazy now, isn't it?
Oh, it's like...
Oh, this is a beauty. This is a beauty. Look at this. Strikes, spares, and Schmengys. I'm very proud. I'm very proud.
That was our very first television show, and so it means something special to us.
Well, it means something special to me. Stan, thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Nice having you here. Yash, always a pleasure. Good luck to you.
Thank you kindly, David.
We'll be back. Okay, we have a little bit of a surprise for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, get ready to do something special for this man. Would you know who he is?
Too special.
He was across the hall at Live at 5. He had a couple of minutes. He said, yes, I'd love to come in and say hello to you and your audience. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Liberace.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hello. Come on over here.
Tell me about that jacket. What do you got there?
Well, it's not dog.
No.
I went shopping with Donald Trump.
Donald Trump?
Yes.
Multi-millionaire Donald Trump.
We went shopping at the Trump Tower, and I fell in love with this coat. I was only supposed to try it on, but I went back the next day and I made a deal. Yeah, I got it less than what they asked for.
Now, what was the first price they quoted you?
$2,000 more.
What, the total price. Tell us what the total price was.
Oh, it wasn't that much.
No, come on. What was $2,000 more plus what? No, $10,000?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And then what did you end up paying for it? Oh, you paid 10.
Yeah, they wanted 12.
They wanted 12?
Yeah.
Oh, so you did get a bargain.
So with the money So Dave...
They passed the savings on to you, didn't they?
Well, I saved so much money, I bought an apartment at Trump Tower. So now I have an apartment at Trump Tower.
Oh, this is obscene. This opulence is just decadent, isn't it?
Well, I love New York, and you know, I don't like to live in hotels, so I got my own place now.
And of course, a place to sleep right here in the coat. Now, you're going to be at Radio City again to follow up to last year's smash engagement.
April 4th.
April 4th?
21 shows this year instead of 14.
Now, what are you going to do differently this year?
Oh, God. It's going to be mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of a huge... Well, I have to do something. I mean, Boy George said he made me look like a janitor. So anyway, he did say that, you know.
Yeah.
But I love him just the same. So anyway, so I'm coming out of a huge Fabergé Easter egg that's 16 feet high. And when the egg opens up, I come out and I'm in a feathered outfit, all different shades of pink, you know. And I come out and two bunny rabbits take it off of me. And a car comes out also to match the outfit, takes the cape off.
Was there a point in your life when you took a lot of LSD?
Oh, God.
thank you very much, Liberace. Nice to see you again. Have a good show. We'll be back with Andrea Martin. Guest is a talented actress. She is a talented wife and also a talented mother. She was one of the stars of SCTV and is now busy traveling the world making motion pictures. Please welcome Andrea Martin. Andrea, how are you? My gosh. Nice to see you.
$20. Labels for less. I got those best. No, this is compliments of Mr. Liberace.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what I had to give him for it.
Now, you know,
I should give this back.
You know, I think he actually looks better in it than you do. No offense,
I know.
but it looks more like a coat he'd wear than you would wear.
I'm a little small for it.
Yeah.
So shall I give it back?
Oh, let's do something awful to it. Here, let the dog lick it or something.
I feel really badly.
Yeah, just drape it over the...
Oh, no, thank you so much.
Boy, do you look good.
Well, thanks, David.
Good heavens, this is a stunning presentation.
Well, thank you so much. I don't know why you'd say that.
Oh, my...
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice.
Joe, I'm sorry you had to see that.
You know, that's my son's name.
Is it really?
Joe.
Now, since you were... No, the last time you were here, you had your second child, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
Is that Joe?
That's little Joe. Yeah, he sounds exactly like Tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yes, he does.
How old is he?
He's a year and a half, and I have a 3.5-year-old named Jack. You know, the first time you ever interviewed me was on the Johnny Carson show, and I had just had Jack. He was a few weeks old, and you said, well, what is he like? And I said he looked just like Yoda. Because at that time Star Wars was out. Now he's really great looking, but he has a personality of... I don't like Patton towards the end. Don't ever do that again. Yesterday when I left, he actually had a rope around Joe's neck and was riding like a horse.
Well,
and
yeah.
I said to him, Jack, don't do that. And Joseph said, oh, Buff, Jack's riding me like a horse, Buff. So
Well, this sounds like a terrible life for those kids.
No, it's
Someone from the county is going to come over and investigate now.
They're actually very sweet. This morning I talked to him, and he said, are you in New York? And I said, yes. And he said, well, good luck on the... Oh, I can't think what I want to say, Mommy. I said, just think about it, sweetie, on the David Letterman show. Oh. I said, okay, sweetie. And he said, I love you. I said, I love you, too. And then, put that down, Joseph! I heard him. I don't know.
So, now, do you ever travel with the kids? Have you ever brought them to New York?
I came to New York by myself this time. Yeah. It was great. I have no jet lag at all. Do you travel a lot? I don't travel a lot, and I sort of enjoy it, but I don't... I like jet lag, as a matter of fact. You like jet lag? Yeah. I enjoy it. That's kind of the reason I travel. I found a secret for jet lag. Well, Jane Fonda did, actually.
Now, how does it affect you? How do you know when you have jet lag? When you get off the plane, and when does it hit? What is it like? Oh, I feel very tired, and I want to sleep, and sort of grumpy and irritable, and my bones are all sort of just really sort of bad, and like your head's full of wet sand. And I sort of dry taste in my mouth and everything. Yeah. Do you want to see? Well, now you enjoy jet lag. No. How do you overcome it? Well, you drink 8 to 10 glasses of water on the flight, and you get up and exercise. I got up actually and jogged on the flight in the area where they serve the food. Well, they had already served the food. And then when you get off the flight... Now, you're running up and down the aisle of the aircraft? Well, you know where they serve the food in the middle there? I just sort of jogged in there. Were you exercising there? Oh, you must have been exhausted. So you're more running in place than actual jogging. I'd say you're running in place, sure. Sure, in fact, the steward from the flight is actually here tonight. I got him 2 tickets. He is not? Yes, he is. Really? Where is he? And what is it? There he is, right up there. What airline are you with? American Airlines. All right. I've certainly flown American Airlines before. Yeah. Now, what were we talking about? So this, you overcome your jet lag. Right. What is your name, sir? Paul. Nice to see you, Paul. How long have you been flying? With American a year. And anybody else before that? Yeah, a couple other companies, but we'd rather not mention it. Now, why is that? Because he loses his job, I think, if you mention it. But how long have you been a steward? A year with American. But totally, your total career.
5 years.
5 years. Do you enjoy that kind of work?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Do you get jet lag?
No, I drink 8 to 10 glasses.
You're talking to him for. What am I talking to this guy for? We have a beautiful young actress, a star, and we're talking to this guy.
He actually confided in me that he always wanted to be a stand-up comedian like you, and so that's the sense. Well, there you go. Yeah. Hence the.
Well, keep flying. Now let's see.
No, that was great, and I feel, and I love coming to New York. I feel very young and free.
Well, you
and
are young and free. Well,
Thanks, David.
Not free exactly, but you're certainly young. And are you making movies now? What's the movie you're working on?
I'm doing a film in Jamaica. Luckily, it's a good place to be doing films. Political riots and hurricanes. Oh God! So I go there in May. That it's Harold Ramis is directing it. And
oh, this is the one. Is Robin Williams?
Yeah,
in this
Robin
film?
Williams and Peter O'Toole and Twiggy.
Yeah.
So last week I went to a spa.
Oh no! Now don't worry about Twiggy.
I got scared. I went to a spa because I was really nervous about. I have to be in a bikini for 7 weeks.
You're ready.
Hi, Joe. Thanks, David.
No, you're ready.
Oh, I feel good now.
Good luck on the film, and congratulations on your family. I'm glad that's a real.
Thank you very much. But can I say one thing? Do we have to go?
Yeah, we do have to go.
And I'll never be back again on this segment?
No, Joe's coming on next. The guy and the flight attendant.
I have to say one thing because this is all I want. I never get your show in LA because I have to go to bed very early because of the kids. But one show I saw, you were Jane Pauley was speaking with helium in her voice.
That's right.
And there was the nurse from the NBC. Hi, sweetie. Oh, little guy. Yeah. And Norel. And the NBC nurse was here. And if I had a wish, it would be to actually hear my voice with helium. Heliumized.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. One night we did a show where people had the choice of either talking normally or as if they had been inhaling helium.
Right.
Okay, and you want to sound like you've been inhaling helium.
Either that or actually inhale helium.
All right. Let me check and see. Do we have time to do this, first of all? Okay, we have time. Hal, do we have the helium effect?
We do.
This is our director, Mr. Hal Gertner. Okay, go ahead, Hal. Turn it on. Gurney, that's right.
And now do I actually talk?
Thank you. Andrea Martin, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Okay. That's Elaine Siegel. Elaine, don't worry about the equipment. It's being operated by a skilled New York City crane operator.
I hear that.
Problem there. Stop it. It's only a joke. My first guest tonight is one of the most talented men practicing comedy today. He is, well, let's take a look at some of his work from the most recent season of Saturday Night Live. Folks, watch the monitors. All right, folks, please welcome Martin Short. Martin Short, Elaine Siegel.
Elaine?
It's lovely to meet you.
It's good to see you again.
Is this like a balcony scene?
You know, she was endorsed by Rabbi Kleinman.
I didn't know that. That's a very, very nice girl to be up there all throughout.
Yes, it is. Nice to see you
nice
again.
To see
you're just back from vacation. Where does a major star like yourself go on vacation?
I went to Jamaica, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was 2 weeks in Jamaica, man.
Did you enjoy that?
Well, I wasn't there long enough to pick up the accent, but I was there for just resting and visiting friends friends of mine were doing a movie there.
Who were the friends?
Well, Robin Williams and Peter, well, not Peter O'Toole, I don't know Pete. But, although I did meet him. I went up to Pete and Pete.
Again.
I went up to Mr. O'Toole and I said, you know, just a pleasure to meet you. I've admired you my whole life. You're such a major star. And he said, oh, aren't you sweet? Be a dear and find out what happened to that coffee, won't you?
So you got the feeling he really wasn't sure who he was.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we exchanged addresses. There was a promise of letter writing, but I'm not going to wait.
Yeah.
But also Eugene Levy was in this film, and Joe Flaherty, and Andrea Martin, and...
Now, you mentioned Robin Williams was there, but he wasn't on vacation. He was working in the film, right?
Yes, Robin was working in the
It's
film.
hard for me to imagine Robin Williams taking a vacation.
Well, there were days when, you know, there were Sundays off, and you'd see Robin kind of on a surfboard. Oh, Martin, look at me, I'm sailing. Oh, sail at Macy's. Oh, the concept. We'll talk later. Robin isn't a laid-back guy even when resting.
Yeah.
But we were staying in this beautiful hotel, the Trident Hotel, which was kind of a 30s overhead fan thing, and the feeling that, I mean, Noel Coward supposedly had spent a lot of time there. And, in fact, on quiet nights, you could almost, if you listen carefully enough, hear him saying, find out the name of the tall one. I mean, what I'm saying is that, wicker, a lot of wicker.
Yeah, a lot of wicker, ceiling fans, a lot of stucco, white or pink stucco, that kind of thing?
Well, in Noel's room, we didn't see that room, but in my room, there was white stucco. Yeah. And it was very, we had a great time.
Which of the folks that you did on your show, Saturday Night Live, over the year, did you, and I know the answer to this already because when we played the tape, Ed Grimley got the biggest response.
Yeah, well, Ed what got funny is about midway through the year, I started getting a lot of letters from people who were doing Ed's hairdo. They would send pictures. In fact, I brought, truthfully, this is from Littleton, Colorado. Andrew Rippey. Andrew sent me some pictures here. Right there. That you can just...
This is Andrew, a viewer doing his...
Yeah, it's just...
It looks like he's done it up special for the holidays, obviously. Yeah. Here's another one. Let's see this one. What is Andrew doing here?
Yeah, you can really take your pick. But I got a picture from a priest with his hair up. Yeah. He had the white collar and the black, and just the notion of him in the confessional booth was frightening. Yeah. You must relieve yourself of your sins, for to have sins are far from decent, I must say. I suppose they're not making you go mental. I mean, just the notion of that is a little mind-boggling.
Let me show you one more picture of Andrew here, and then we'll see if we can't talk his parents into having him checked. There he is. Yeah! We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back here with Martin Short on Hi there. Martin Short is here. That's Elaine Siegel. She's leaving us soon, and it's our idea of a little joke, therefore. Do you hear from a lot of folks that you did impressions of? Did you ever hear from Katharine Hepburn or...
No, Kate never called. I expected some sort of communication, even a telegram. But she's not a television watch, I suppose.
Some people... David Steinberg was pleased when I did him.
Well, you're old friends with David Steinberg, aren't you?
Yeah, in fact, that's when we first met, you know.
A long time ago in Toronto.
That's right.
It was a lot of fun.
It was in Canada After Dark.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
He said that he got a call from his aunt in Winnipeg. And he said to me, she was convinced that it was me when I did my SCTV. And she said, she was convinced it was me. She said, why didn't you phone me? It was amazing that you wouldn't contact me. Whenever you are working with Johnny and Doc, you always contact me. And so she would not believe that it wasn't he.
What about Jerry Lewis?
Jerry? No, I haven't heard from Jerry.
Yeah.
But, I mean, well, see, certain people you take liberties with. And I think that... I mean, you hate to think that you offend anybody because you're just trying to get a laugh.
Well, that's half the fun of it, though.
Well, no, I don't. Like, when I do Jerry's laugh, I always feel that I have to have him eating a lozenge for some reason. Now, he might take offense. You know, no, I mean, because when Jerry talks seriously, there's a feeling of something because there's a lot of... giving in what we do, and what if you think it's easy what he does, then you're completely mistaken because you got to sit back there. And when he does the laugh, which is kind of like a plum pudding bubbling, you know. Oh, lozenge. So you need that lozenge, David.
The lozenge,
you can't do it without the lozenge.
You can't finish the bit without the lozenge.
No.
We're going to take a look at some videotape here. What are we looking at here? This is another. This is not an impersonation, but a character, an original character.
This is an original character.
Tell them who this is.
This is a character, a piece, 60 Minutes takeoff we did, written by Christopher Guest, Billy Crystal, Harry Shearer, and I, where Harry Shearer plays Mike Wallace, investigating the illegal influx of like counterfeit joke gag articles that are
novelty items.
Not supposed to be in the American market. Whoopee cushions that explode, they're faulty. Noses that leave bad rashes for months. And it turns out to be a Chinese businessman who's done it, named Pingy Lee. And Pingy won't speak to Mike Wallace, but his very defensive attorney, Nathan Thurm, does speak to him.
So this would be Nathan Thurm.
Nathan Thurm.
Okay. Nathan Thurm on 60 Minutes. Watch the monitor. Elaine, can you see a monitor up there?
I can.
Okay, good.
Nathan Thurm. Nathan Thurm.
That's terrific. What now? Are you going to be on the show this fall, coming back for another season?
I don't know. There's a lot of...
A lot of what? Let's straighten it out right here. What's a lot of what?
There's a lot of things that aren't, I don't know. You know, are you going to be here 3 years from now, let's say?
Oh, geez.
4 years from now, will you be behind this desk?
But I'm not saying 4 years. I'm just saying next fall the show will be back on, and everybody tunes in to see Ed Grimley and Nathan Thurm and so on and so forth, and we'll want to see you. Now, are you going to be there?
Depends on the money.
Well...
No, that's not true. No, I actually, I don't know. I don't know who's involved in the cast, you know. I mean...
Other circumstances, and... Yeah, well, I hope it works out, and I know that everybody who enjoys your work hope it works out, and it would be a shame if there was a show that you weren't on.
What a nice
but that
thing
didn't
to
sound
say.
right, did it?
No, well...
But you know what I'm saying.
From the heart, it was beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good summer.
Thank you, David.
Nice to see you again, Martin.
Nice to see you.
We have to go here for stage night identification. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you very much. Now, let me just do something here before we bring out Mr. Candy. Can we have a shot of our friend Marie O'Donnell over there standing in the corner? There's the lovely and talented Marie O'Donnell, ladies and gentlemen. What about it? And Marie has been with us when this was just a morning show years and years ago, and tonight is her last night, and we're going to miss her. Now, she's an actress. Anybody who would like to have her, you'll do commercials? Stage work?
Sure.
Print work?
Yeah.
Features?
Definitely.
How about your own sitcom?
Yeah.
But she will not appear on the A-Team. Well, good luck, Marie. Thank you for everything, and I'm sure it's going to work out just great for you. And come back and see us anytime. Thank you very much. But if I catch you on one of those blooper shows... all right, let's bring Mr. Candy out here. Aside from starring in a new film that opens nationwide on August 9th called Summer Rental, my first guest is also featured in this month's Playgirl magazine as one of the 10 sexiest men in America. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Candy. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
We're similarly attired tonight.
Yes, we are. I'm sorry, I didn't realize
Well, no, that's all right. You look very nice. You look
So
good.
do you.
Well, thank you very much. Now, I don't want to dwell on this nonsense, but
Oh.
one of the 10 sexiest men in America. Oh, my God. Let's just see who else is on the list. Don Johnson, Ted Koppel, Dwight Gooden, Alexander Goodenough.
Some of the guys, yeah.
And John Candy. Well, there you go. Now, what kind of reaction are you getting from this?
A lot of abuse.
Uh-huh.
A lot of abuse. I think it was the hat.
Yeah, the hat.
Who else? I haven't seen this.
Danny Sullivan.
And Mario Cuomo.
Uh-huh. Mario Cuomo, yeah. Who else? Aidan Quinn.
I was in it. I know. I'll take it, though.
Jack Cafferty. All right, so this is exciting for you, I guess.
Being in that magazine?
Yeah. You don't know this guy, do you?
No, I don't.
You don't, all the guys in the magazine don't get together?
No, not really, no. Not all the guys, some of the guys.
Here's a guy at work.
Yes.
Yeah, he's working there.
And there's a guy at play there.
Yeah, yeah.
You think that's props or what?
A guy relaxing at home?
Do we all do that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is unbelievable. Here's a guy on a couch reading a book, drinking a glass of milk, and eating cookies. Yes, sirree.
Yeah, okay.
Guy with his socks. Oh, here's a good idea. A guy on a motorcycle.
Yeah, that's good. That's smart.
Yeah, that won't hurt. Those exhaust pipes won't be a problem.
The wailing wall? Would that be the wailing wall?
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. Now, you know, the last time you were here, you were with the Schmingy Brothers.
The Schmingys, yes.
That's right.
And we kind of retired.
Oh, well, this was your last big fling,
it was
wasn't it?
the last fling.
Yeah. Now, is there a chance that there will be another Schmingy production anywhere?
I don't know. Gene and I are talking about doing another one, but...
We have to ask the boys, and I don't know if they're going to do it or not.
Now, do people ask you a lot if you actually played your own instruments as the Schmingys?
Yes, they did.
Did you?
Yeah. How did we held them? It's almost like playing them.
Pretty much.
And we hired real good guys to play, so it made us look better. All right, I didn't.
Well, that's all right. You don't
Sorry.
have to play. No, that's quite all right.
But I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm really trying to learn.
And you just finished working in Mexico?
Yes, over the Christmas holidays, I did a film there called Volunteers. And
you're all the time working, though, aren't you?
Pretty much, yeah. I have the summer off.
When did you do summer rentals?
April, May of this year.
And then you just do...
Yeah, they're going to put that in the Guinness Book of Records, I think, for the fastest film ever made. Carl Reiner directed that, and we did it in 8 weeks, and it's out August 9th. I mean, we finished just at the beginning of June, and already it's coming out.
Yeah, well, that usually means quality.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
When you just boom, boom, boom.
Oh, thank you.
All right, well, tell us
you
about
don't get in that magazine for nothing, you know.
Well, now tell us about the movie.
It's a fast film. There's not a lot of second takes on it. We just kind of went for it. We just
was this the first time you worked with Carl Reiner?
Yes, it is, and hopefully not the last. I think we're going to do another picture in January. He's just remarkable.
How is he to work with? What kind of a director is he?
Wonderful director. He's very open. There's a great give and take on the set. I mean, his prerequisite is to make it funny. And we shoot a day at a time, a page at a time, and that's his style. It was wonderful. I was like working with Alan Brady.
Now, do we have a clip of this?
From the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Okay, we're gonna show some summer rentals here. We'll do a commercial first.
Okay.
And then we'll be back with John Candy. We'll take a look at summer rentals and talk about much more with John Candy. Okay, Summer Rentals is the movie that's soon to be released nationwide.
Yes, it is.
And you play...
An air traffic controller who's burned out and takes his family on a vacation to Florida, basically, and the misadventures of that guy and his vacation.
How big a family do you have?
3 children and a dog.
All right.
Of course, a wife, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Karen Austin, played by Karen Austin.
And
put her in that position there.
Do you know what we're going to look at here? A scene from the film?
This is a scene where I'm about to take my daughter to a nursery school, and my daughter, for the first time, is going on. And my older daughter, played by Carrie Green, is going to go to the beach for the first time. And I'm not too crazy about the location of our house, which I had not seen.
Okay. Summer Rentals with John Candy, Karen Austin, directed by Carl Reiner.
Carl Reiner, Rip Torn, Richard Crenna.
Okay, here you go. You look very young. You look terrific. You look like just a little kid there.
I have a portrait in the attic.
Now tell me about Mexico. You were in Mexico, but this was prior to this film, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
yes.
now let's hear about this one. This was with Tom Hanks.
With Tom Hanks, yes. A movie called Volunteers. We were in the jungles of Oaxaca, in a little place called Tuxtepec. Anyone from there? Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you about it anyway then. We were shooting in a little town called Chiltepec, which is just outside of Tuxtepec. It's about a 3.5-hour drive from Veracruz.
They're the Twin Cities, aren't they?
The Twin Cities, yes. You've heard of it?
Yeah, oh, sure.
Yes. It's divided by an Alcoholics Anonymous. Swear to God.
Really?
In the middle of nowhere. You're driving along, and it was quite a culture shock for me. I'd never seen a lot of people walking the road with machetes and bananas. And it's just, you don't see it in Toronto that much, you know. And it was quite enjoyable. It was like being in a National Geographic special. It was gorgeous, but I mean, it was odd, you know, that we were finding coral snakes on the set.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Are they dangerous?
They are dangerous. They are the kind that will kill you.
Oh, yeah.
They will kill you. You have a few minutes with those.
Yeah.
And they laugh at death, the natives there. They pick them up. I've locked myself in my Winnebago, which is kind of funny, having a Winnebago out in the jungle. Nothing seemed to make sense.
You had a good time?
I had a great time.
Good movie?
I had a great time. I think it is.
All right, now let's see. Let's get this straight. Summer Rentals opens soon, August 9th.
August 9th, yeah.
And then the other one, when's it coming out?
August 16th.
Wow, you missed your motion picture.
Didn't plan it. I swear to God.
Well, things are going great for you.
Yeah, it just happened that way.
Well, good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
And have a nice summer. You look terrific.
You do too. Thank you very much. Have a good summer.
Yes, we have we'll be right back, though. Fine show. Very nice show. There'll be a lot of entertainment on tonight's show. Starting right now. This man's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Good friend.
In fact, you're on this guy's special, aren't you?
Did a guest shot on his special.
Yeah. He is one of the most talented men working in comedy today, certainly, and he has his very own special, which is called the Martin Short Concert for the North Americas. That's nice. It premieres on Showtime on November 20th, and here, we have a little bit of the footage from that show. This will give you an idea of what he's been up to. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's Martin Short. Hey, Marty, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Have a seat right there. How you been?
Good.
It's been a long time since you were here. About 6 months ago?
I was here in June.
Yeah. And since then you've done your own special. You were in a major motion picture coming up, and you're going to be in another major motion picture, right?
No. That's incorrect.
No.
That's incorrect.
Well, tell me how.
Well, the motion picture I never did. Beyond the special I did.
But you're doing a motion picture.
Yes, I'm going to do a picture in January.
All right, now tell me.
Amigos.
Oh, that's right. Now tell me who's in that, and then tell me who's in the special.
Chevy Chase and Steve Martin and myself are three cowboy stars from the 20s who go and rid a town of Mexican banditos in Mexico. Yeah. This isn't in Baltimore. This is in Mexico. This town has problems.
And where will this be filmed?
This will be filmed in New Mexico.
All right, and so we'll look for that at theaters near us, but not for a while.
No, I would say a good 3-4 weeks, because, good Lord, we have to film it.
It has to be filmed, sure.
Dave, and that's got to take a month.
Yeah.
You know, John Landis is directing it. Mm-hmm. You know, so he's a very talented young man.
Mm-hmm. And like yourself.
Oh, listen, you stop it.
Now, okay, now tell me about the special.
Yes, and okay, I will, but then I want to hear about you. I can't just talk. What did you do this weekend?
Oh, you don't want to hear it.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I had a huge fight last night. I can't go into it. I can't go into it.
Why?
I honestly can't go into it.
Why? Oh, come on.
No, wait a minute. Wait, hold it. No. This is Mr. Short is a guest of ours, and we want to hear what he has to say. I'll tell you about the fight after he goes to bed.
I'm looking younger, aren't I?
You look great.
Yeah.
You look very hip. Very, not bad for a Canadian guy.
Yeah, but this tie, we were talking about that earlier.
It's a nice tie, but it's not a hip tie.
I'll tell you, it's a kind of a Frank Stallone move for you, which I think is... Yeah, it is.
Well, geez, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, higher flattery you couldn't come by, I guess.
No. And if you want to go nuts later on, if it's cooking along, you loosen that to about here.
Yeah.
Anyway, the special is called Martin Short's Concert for the North Americas.
Right. Which I think is humorous right there.
Yeah. Well, it's a grand statement. And it was an actual concert that I did in Toronto. And then there's a running story, a kidnapping of Jackie Rogers Jr., who was kidnapped backstage by John Candy and Eugene Levy.
Now, what's the deal on Jackie Rogers Jr.? We've never quite figured him out.
Well, he's an albino, pink-eyed albino son of Jackie Rogers Sr. He's kidnapped, he's very egocentric show business performer. In fact, when he's kidnapped, as he's being thrown into the trunk, he says to his kidnappers, you folks had better be from People magazine, or I'll tell you something, I'm going to be absolutely livid.
Yeah. This guy is the very essence of show business.
Yes, he is everything, as he's strung up by the kidnappers in their room in a straitjacket. He says to them, why is an autograph never enough for you celebrity hounds, So there's Jack. Then there's different things in the show.
We saw a little of your friend Ed.
Ed Grimley.
Now, what is the deal on Ed? You've never fully explained Ed exactly, to our satisfaction.
Ed, what are you saying?
Well, I mean, he's loopy. We know Ed is loopy.
He's loopy.
He's loopy. We don't know why exactly.
I've never heard him called loopy.
Well, how would you describe him?
Wacky, if anything.
Wacky, but does he have a family? Is he married? Does he have hobbies? Is he in business for himself? Does he vote?
Yeah. No, but I think that I don't know. I don't know. I sign the contract. I say, sure.
We'll do some
agent.
Ed, yeah.
How about a Grimley, I say. Grimley, and this is, Ed is very excited about, it's the eve of his cousin Lamar's wedding.
Oh, he has a cousin.
Yes, his cousin Lamar, and Ed is an usher. And he has been practicing all week because to fail would be sad, I believe.
Yeah.
In fact, if I can just this is how Ed, he says, gee, I hope I do well. That's so exciting. Can I assume you're one of the bride's people? My arm, if you will. Subtle stuff.
Yeah.
There is
what is Lamar like? If Ed's his cousin, Lamar must be a piece of work.
Lamar's not a good-looking chap.
Unlike Ed.
I'll tell you something.
Of the two, you mean Ed is the stud.
Hardy har har har. I'll have you know that, everyone says, boy, Ed is so grotesquely homely. Like, how long is the makeup? I wear no makeup.
Ooh, well, see, that's too bad. I tell you what, we got to do a suit. We got to do a suit. Oh, by the way, I found out I'm being sued again.
By whom?
Well, I can't tell you that, but it's number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, there are currently 4 active suits against me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll do a commercial. We'll be right back with Martin Short. Welcome back. Martin Short is here. All right, now, Martin, tell me more about the show, and then we'll look at a few seconds of it.
Okay. We were talking about some of the guests in the show. Also, Paul's in the show.
Paul, of course, is in the show.
Andrew Martin, my wife Nancy Dolman, Robin Duke.
I hear it's very funny, and the parts I've seen of it are quite amusing.
Oh, I hope so. But Joe Flaherty is in it, and he said to me, and I brought this along. He said, he was in Jamaica doing this.
See, film. I thought you were doing that film.
No, I just visited everyone.
You were just visiting,
yeah.
Okay.
But Joe said that he loved shooting Club Paradise, it's called, in Jamaica, but he had trouble respecting a government who would put James Coco on their 20. So I brought along
It's actual Jamaican money.
Jamaican 20.
Well, that's him. No
See,
getting around. I know Helen Hayes is on the 50. I've seen that.
Well, on the 5, it's also Coco, but he's standing like this with his pants out. Anyway, enough about Joey.
Yeah.
So this special, and then we've got to get off me.
Oh, no, we're enjoying this.
Also, there's a black and white sitcom from the 50s, the Montgomery Clift show. It's called I Married Monty.
I Married Monty.
The premise is that his career was faltering. His agent got him a pilot deal.
Obviously you do a little Montgomery Clift.
Yeah, well, yes, I do. The premise is he's married to he's an ad man with 2 kids and a sheepdog. And it's just, but it's still Monty dialogue, like, why does he bark at me? Am I to be barked at? And then there's a big laugh track. And we only do that for a minute, so don't panic.
So this is a sample of the kind of thing people will see when they tune it in.
Yes, and then there's this Jerry Lewis movie that I think we have a little.
All right, so that's what we're going to see on the clip.
Yes,
Jerry Lewis doing what?
This is from some of the producers of Tender Mercies. It's Jerry and Tender Fella.
Tender Fella. All right, so this would be.
And this is my wife Nancy Dolman playing my wife in this.
All right, we've not seen her before.
No, you haven't.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that. Here it is, folks, from the upcoming Martin short. Who's doing it?
Showtime. Showtime. It starts in the
New World International Group presents.
That's very funny. And tell me what you and Paul do together on the show.
Paul is fabulous on the show. He is absolutely fabulous. Yeah.
He looks, first of all, so handsome that you just want to drop over.
Hi, forget about me. What about you? With a look and a tux and
we were both in tuxedos. We're by a piano. We sing together. Paul sings...
an actual song or something...
No, we sing a few songs. I open with Paul Will Be My Music.
Oh, that's
Paul
nice.
will be my song. Paul will be my music. David Letterman, you have a good choice in Paul Schaefer, and it goes on, you know. And then a little ballad at the end, a little Noel Coward.
Yeah. Is this the first time you two have worked together on something?
Yes, the first time ever.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, well, up until now, we'd never really found any musical compatibility within to work, but we score on this.
How's your family? How's your baby girl?
She is adorable, Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very cute. I'm teaching her a few comedy things now. I've taught her that when she falls, she must wait for the laugh. She can't just get up, you know, and... I've already taught her an impersonation because she uses very little language.
How old a girl we have here? 2 years old, yeah.
So it's just a 3-word impersonation. I've taught her Gary Cooper.
Can we hear a little of you doing your daughter doing Gary Cooper?
Well, it's just 3 words. Just... Forget it. He's dead. It's not.
I like it, though.
Well, you don't take that on the road.
No, but it's a start. And what other 2-year-old is doing Gary Cooper?
That's really. She does a triple.
Let me hear it again. Let me hear it again.
I mean, I'll get closer. Forget it. He's dead.
It's the Martin Short concert for the North Americas.
Showtime.
And all right, that's enough of a plug, Marty.
Well, I mean, shouldn't we tell them where it is?
Well, they know where it is. They'll find it. They'll find it. If they subscribe to cable, they're going to get this.
How long does it take Showtime on November 20th?
We can we can mention November 20th. We've already mentioned the name of the company.
I don't want to hear about this special anymore.
No, but I'm sure it'll be very successful. And nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
And nice to see the suit.
And nice to see the tie.
Thank you very much, Marty. Nice to have you here. We'll be back, folks. Don't worry. Thanks, Martin. Very nice. Thank you, Paul. Welcome back, folks. My next 2 guests tonight are possibly the funniest women working on television and in film these days. Both graduates of SCTV. Please say hello to Andrea Martin and Catherine O'Hara. Nice to have you here. You've both been on the show individually. I think this is the first time you've been here together.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your film.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've been told that this is a woman's film.
Well, it's for everyone, I think, isn't
All
it?
right. Tell us about the film. What are we dealing with here?
We both made a decision the other person was going to talk.
So there's...
So we're in a bad dilemma here, David. Go ahead, Catherine. It was Catherine's idea to do this film, so she should, the subject matter.
Well, the film is about PMS.
PMS,
Not
meaning...
premarital sex. This is premenstrual syndrome.
Right.
I know it's something that everyone wants to know more about. Everyone's talking about it. Anyone who's ever been a woman or had a woman or been with a woman is wanting to know more about it. I always wanted to do something on PMS because...
It's a fairly recent finding, isn't it?
Yes, the syndrome.
We're only scratching the surface here, aren't we? So to speak.
Right.
Yeah.
So Catherine said to me that I said, what are we going to do? What kind of film are we going to make? She said, what do you know about PMS? And I said, nothing. Well, I suffer from it, she said. I said, but is that any reason to do a film? And so then we started working on it, and then the very next month, I started getting symptoms for it. So it's
well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And it is contagious.
Well, some women get it. Some women only, even women who get it, don't get it every month. Some get it for 5 to 10 days. Some get it for a day. The worst thing about it is that when you get it, you never know you have it. I mean, it's the last thing you'll admit to. It's like being loaded out of your mind, someone trying to tell you you're drunk, and you just say, no, I'm not.
It's like a roller coaster to hell, then, isn't it?
Yes.
In the best possible sense.
No.
Yeah. Now we're going to do station identification, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the film, which is entitled...
Pamphlets. PMS.
All right. Catherine O'Hara and Andrea Martin, and we'll be right back, folks, and take a look at their film. Actually, take a look at Thanks again, Paul. We're back with Andrea Martin and Catherine O'Hara, and we're going to take a look at their film, PMS, in just a second. Yet to come in tonight's Holiday Film Festival, we have the video from Paul and the band, and also Bette Midler will be here with her film, and Harry Shearer is here with his film, and, of course, David Sanborn is in with the band, and we're happy to have everybody here tonight. All right, the topic is PMS. The name of the film is PMS. Anything else we should cover before we take a look at it?
Was this made by two women who...
Yeah, go ahead.
You go ahead, dear.
Go ahead, honey.
Made by...
two women who are going through PMS at the time. Anything else?
And thank you for all the fine work. Here it is, Andrea Martin, Catherine O'Hara, PMS.
What is your opinion on PMS?
PMS. Yes, that's premenstrual syndrome, isn't it? Oh, wow. Isn't it?
PMS? To be quite honest, I don't know what PMS is.
Well, my opinion is there is some kind of disease.
Oh, the thing? That's neat.
Ask women about it. What are you asking me about it for?
Hello, I'm Mary Market. And I'm Hannah Champion. I'm sorry. And I'm Hannah Champion. And welcome to PMS, the film. Let us first say we acknowledge the fact that menstruation is a taboo subject, and we have no intention at all of discussing it at present. It is a precious and mysterious and beautiful and terrifying and painfully inconvenient and very, very special but private part of a woman's life. What we do want to discuss is premenstrual syndrome, which occurs a week to 10 days before and only up until the onset a woman gets her period. Her friend. Curse.
Not all women suffer from PMS.
I can't believe I said that. We'll edit it out.
But we who do, those who do, often suffer debilitating physical symptoms. We are concerned mainly with...
We better keep it in.
The mental symptoms. A psychological disruption that affects...
I'm sorry.
Not only the victims of PMS, but anyone who comes within a mile of us.
So everybody out of my way. We are PMS victims.
Hannah.
Mary.
PMS is a very real and very social problem.
One day you feel great. The next day you're angry, you're depressed, you're paranoid, you're so upset, you can't concentrate, you feel like you've lost your mind.
You can't concentrate.
You feel like you've lost your mind. It's just impossible to... In your mind, I don't know where, it's gone.
Like millions of other women, Anna Rico suffers from PMS every month. Today is a good day, and Anna seems fine. But we were here just 3 days ago, and this was Anna Rico, PMS crossing guard.
Do you think PMS is a good defense for murder?
Yes, definitely.
At times, yeah.
After all, this is supposed to be women's lib. They're supposed to have some freedom.
I don't even know you anymore. Oh, please, that'd be ridiculous, Mary. You know you forget all of this once you get your you-know-what. Can't you see what's happening, Anna? This film was a grueling test of our friendship. And we failed. Alcohol won't make me go away.
Oh, there's no high like a PMS high. Oh, God.
Until relief is found, men too must learn to live with PMS.
My, that was good.
Thank you very much.
Shall we go at it again?
Oh, no, thank you. I really enjoyed it very much. Thank you for asking.
Yolanda's love and tenderness towards her husband this month gives him no forewarning of next month's uncontrollable behavior.
Oh, no more. Please, I can't do it anymore. If there's something else you can take for, please, honey.
Messages like this are helping to heighten the public's awareness of PMS.
After she went away, I went out and hoisted a few. Got in a bit of a rumble. Why did she go? Was there something I said? She made me feel... She was... I don't know... kind of... What's a word? Oh... You know, she was like a...
Fish, save me.
I didn't get to. I wanted to. Was she... Want to play another game? I was afraid to ask.
Somewhere between Christmas and being buried alive is PMS.
Oh, the hell of it.
Well, that's it. That's the end of our film. You're lying. I thought we were going to summarize what we've been through today, maybe in some way, maybe to kind of sum it up.
Oh, I'm sure you're the one to do it. Well, speak.
Why don't you get up here? Finish it with me.
Don't you yell it.
Don't you yell it at me. You dirty brat.
Do you feel that we should be making a film on PMS?
No, I don't.
No.
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 No, not really.
No.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Thank you very much. It was terrific. Now, I think we've answered some important questions, haven't we?
Oh, sure.
Was this fun to make?
It was great. Wasn't it?
No.
We nearly killed each other.
Oh, is that right?
No, you know the man that was playing my husband in bed was actually Catherine's brother. It was actually my bed, and Marcus, her brother, was actually walking out of the bedroom as my husband was walking in. Didn't realize we were making a film.
Oh. That's when you decided That's when you decided you were making a film.
I said, it's PMS, honey.
Very It's going to be a film. It'll be great. And whoever you would like to thank, surely.
Patrick Whitley and John Calvert and Jill Hallmeyer and Judy Cooper-Seeley and Bev Sheckman and Christopher Hart,
John
Christine
Blanchard,
Hart,
who directed it?
and John Blanchard, who directed it, but will only admit to being in Toronto at the same time that we were filming, and John Sheard and Don Rook for the music, and
very nice. It turned out very
probably
nicely.
a lot of other people. Sorry.
And you're on to other things, big films, actual real budget deals?
Not after this, but yeah, in the past.
Yeah.
Andrea did a film in Jamaica.
Club Paradise. It's going to be out in June.
And you're in
After Hours.
After Hours. Which,
and I just did Heartburn.
Heartburn. Thank you very much, ladies. Nice to have you here.
Thank you, David.
And have a good holiday season. Thank you, Kathy. We'll be back with the video from the band.